Hello students, I hope all of you are doing fine. As the title of my video suggests, I'm going to share some really cool tips and tricks to crack any prestigious examination. So before moving ahead, I would like to introduce myself to all of you. I'm myself an IIT Delhi alumni. I graduated from IIT Delhi. I've done my post graduation in mathematics, and I've cleared many prestigious examinations. And I would like to share my experience with all of you so that it can be of help uh, to other students as well. So, aren't you excited? So, please do watch this video till the end because I'll be sharing some very important information. Um, First of all, we'll discuss about the preparation phase. The most common mistake that I see students doing is studying till the last moment. Do you really think that it helps you? I really don't believe in studying till the last moment, and frankly speaking, none of the people who know me have seen me like this. Even my parents have never seen me studying till the last moment and getting into the books just 5 minutes before the examination. So I really don't think that helps a lot, because if you have studied well throughout and you have studied systematically on a regular basis, you have been a regular student, then I don't think you would be in a situation that you have to, uh, you would be studying your book just 5 minutes before the examination. That is not required. So the other thing that I notice is that coaching centers. We all know that coaching centers nowadays have are we are spending a lot amount of money on the coachings. Uh, does it help? Many of you would say yes, and I would also not say no. It helps, but is it the only thing required? you know when I had in my mind that I had to clear that IIT examination and I had a target in front of me, uh, what did I decide? Frankly speaking, I'll tell you the truth that I none of the examinations that I cracked was with the help of the coaching. It was all self study. It was all self study. Having said that, I would not discourage the coaching centers. They do provide you a structured course notes. They provide you structured notes with the help of which you can study. But yes, there's definitely a way you can arrange the notes and do self study. Now when I was in my final year of my graduation and I had IIT entrance ahead, um, I was really worried whether to join a coaching or not. A person, we know ourselves and our capabilities, whether we'll be able to handle it or not. Throughout the first 2 years of my graduation, I studied my concepts very thoroughly, and thanks to all my faculty. And I would say that it's not only because of my hard work; it's the you know the faculty members who really inspired us, who developed our interest into the subject, and it was fully my interest in my subject that helped me crack that examination. um, I didn't have to join any coaching, but in the final year of my graduation, I was in a dilemma whether to go for it or not. Now, what struck my mind was that if I spent 6 hours of my coaching, 6 hours of my time at my coaching center, writing down the notes, that will be of no use, because you would have also experienced the same thing, that when you are sitting at the coaching center, the teachers are just busy dictating the notes and you're just writing it. Some part of it you might remember after the coaching, fine, fair enough. But what I thought was, if I spend my 6 hours of my precious time in the coaching center on the weekends, and then I'm so tired that I don't study, going at the coaching center, and um, after that you're not studying the material, that doesn't help. That really doesn't help. And first of all, my 6 hours would be wasted. Even if after that I am studying, I have to spend at least 3-4 hours of self study, right? um, what I thought was, I'll study of my own. Yeah, that was what I decided at that point of time. Because first of all, I had confidence on myself that the knowledge I have is more than sufficient to crack that examination. So first of all, have confidence on what you know. It's not about just preparing for the examination, it's also about gaining the information. Do not, while you're learning, do not think of it as just a source to crack the examination, because success lies in that field where you have deep interest, where you really have deep interest. um, for example, if you're studying something and I see, mugging up formulas at the last moment, that really means we are not, we are cared just about the examination. That's okay, that's our ultimate goal. But do not run after the marks of the examination. Prepare for the examination, and the result will automatically shock you at the end. And that's what happened to me also. I'll talk about one incident. Like I said, I didn't join the coaching. Many of my friends joined the coaching at that point of time. What I did was, I definitely needed some help. I arranged for the notes at that time, and time management is very important at that time. Time management, this is one thing. I had to attend my college also. Then after that, I had to prepare for this examination also. I had fixed my hours that at least this amount of time I have to spend daily on preparing for the examination, apart from my daily routine. So that really helped me. And I would say, like I just said, that it's not just about preparing for the examination. Clear your concepts, because in the examinations you would never get a straightforward question. There would be questions that are a blend of multiple concepts that would really test your knowledge. It would not test how many formulas you have marked up, or how much of the content you have marked up and how much formulas you can apply. It's not about that. It's about your conceptual knowledge. Run after the concepts. Make sure that your concepts are crystal clear. Only after that you will be able to understand the questions in such examinations, and you will be able to attempt those. And this I'm saying because I have heard many people after the exam saying that, this question was like, I have never solved this kind of a problem, so that's why I was not able to attempt it. But the point is, was that question really out of the box? Was that out of the concepts that you have studied? No. This never happens, actually. This is just that if you study one concept while you're studying a chapter, say you're studying functions, okay, and inside that you are given, while you are solving problems, you know that all these problems are going to be from this topic. But sometimes some problems require you multiple concepts, require you to solve those problems using multiple concepts. So do not run after mugging up things. Keep your concepts clear, and that's the ultimate thing to crack anything, to crack any examination, be it any domain. And now that I have shared all this information with all of you, let's move on to the next phase, which is what is to be done, how to manage your time during the examination. First of all, before the examination, go through the past 10-year papers at least. That is very important. And just while practicing those papers, just check yourself how much what is the pattern of the paper and how much time you take to attempt those questions. For example, in an examination, if there are 3 sections, section A, section B, section C. Now, for example, I have 3 hours for that exam, and I'm appearing. Third section is the largest of all. First 2 sections are, first section has questions of 3 marks each, second section has questions of 4 marks each, and the third section has questions of 6 marks each. And I know that those questions of 6 marks each would require more attention than the first 2 sections. Now what if I have spent, whenever this is human psychology, when we whenever we start any examination, we would the first question that we pick up, we spend a lot of amount of time on that question. नहीं, आज तो ये सॉल्व करना ही है, मतलब ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन मैंने सॉल्व नहीं किया. यू पिक अप अ क्वेश्चन and you spend a lot amount of time. If you pick up a question, you think you have started this concept, go ahead, you can do it, go ahead, spend 5 minutes of time. If you are able, if you think you'll be able to solve it, spend time on it, otherwise move ahead. And you have to be aware of the entire pattern of the exam before appearing for it. And if you know that, for example, the last section of the exam is very important and has highest weightage, you have to keep at least, you have to give some extra time to that section. It should be at least 1.5 hours. First 2 sections can be attempted in 1.5 hours. Okay, if in the worst case scenario you find out that you have spent 2 hours on the first 2 sections, now you have just 1 hour or 45 minutes. I came across this situation also, wherein I had 45, that was I think worst time management during the examination. I came across a scenario where I had just 45 minutes for the last section. Now how did I do it? That's because at that point of time you really have to decide what you're going to attempt and what you're going to leave. Okay, so first 2 sections were, although they had less weightage, but still they had a lot of questions. I really thought that they would be easy, but they weren't. And the last section, I realized that is the section, although that has a highest weightage in that exam, but there's a difference. In that section, I just analyzed the questions quickly, and I was able to decide that these questions are, I can solve these questions, maybe I can solve each question of that section maybe in 3 minutes, 4 minutes, because during my graduation, I had studied those concepts recently, and I was very well aware that okay, I have to apply this and I'll get the answer. So that was something that gave me confidence. I would be able to appear for this section of the exam that has highest weightage in lesser time that I had decided for that. So I decided to spend more time on the first 2 sections. So this is how you have to that decision making is very important during the examination. You never know, even though you have decided time limit for each section, but then in the exam, if you realize that first 2 sections have although less weightage in terms of marks, but this is not if you leave those sections, if you do not attempt many sections, you would lose lot of marks. And if you know that okay, this section, just quickly in the start of the examination and analyze the questions, what kind of questions you'll be able to appear quickly, and what kind of questions are going to take time. If you want, take your spend your time in the section which you know you would be able to appear very fast. Like I knew that these questions I've dealt with recently and I would be able to handle them. So I had sorry, I had kept 45 minutes for that, and really that helped me, and I was able to clear that exam in the first attempt itself. So that's one strategy. You have to plan before the examination how you're going to appear, and that might change during the examination. The strategy might change, and but for that you have to be a good decision maker, and you have to decide quickly during the examination. So that's all about how to prepare and how to attempt the examination. So in a nutshell, I would tell you, to clear any examination, run after the concepts. Do not run, keep that goal in your mind, but run after the concepts. That will give you internal satisfaction. Yes, you know it. It's not about learning things. It's not about studying things. It's about knowing things. So that even after years, if someone gives, for example, I have not been in touch with my subject for years, but till now, if basic concepts of mine are really clear, if someone gives me a problem, it doesn't take much time to solve those problems for me. So I would say that if your concepts are clear, you'll face no problem in getting back to your domain even after years, really. So study thoroughly. Again, I'm focusing on concepts should be very clear. You should have maintained your time sheet, so that you have to spend how much time you have to spend on daily basis. Do not exceed your time limit, or do not skip your time. Okay, most of times we think okay, external examination है, आज miss कर दिया तो चलेगा, मतलब it's not something your that exam, that's just a competitive exam. तो हम लोग सोच लेते हैं, we think sometimes कि आज miss कर देते हैं, कल कर लेंगे, and that goes on. You have to be very regular while preparing for the exam. Third thing is, be a good decision maker. At least, during the exam, since we are talking of exam, during the examination, you have to quickly analyze the questions which you'll be able to attempt, and which you haven't gone through before, and you will be trying those questions at the end, because there are questions which which that you'll have to try them, and some are like you have already dealt with them and you'll be able to solve them in seconds. So these are some of the points that can really help you. And guys, this is my first video, and if you really want me to go ahead and share my knowledge, which I'm really interested in, please do like this video, subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon for the notifications. And very soon I'll be coming up with some really good stuff in mathematics, I would say, because that's my expertise area, and I know guys you'll do that, and I really want to share my knowledge with all of you, and I just want that what I know I should convey to all of you. So that's all. Please do like the video, subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon. Thank you.